Everyone, welcome once again to the Gift of Jazz Adult Education Program. This evening we're graduating our adults from our winter semester that just concluded. We offered 3 classes, as we do every semester. We had a class in jazz piano, a jazz improvisation, and a jazz composition and arranging class. What you're going to hear tonight are performances by some of our jazz piano students. And also you're going to hear an array of new compositions written by our composition students, all being debuted for the very first time. We're very excited about the compositions that the students have written and the hard work they've put into the class, and we're all anxious to hear them. So without any further ado, I'd like to introduce one of our jazz piano students who's going to play 2 solo pieces for you. Please welcome Paula Rodriguez. You've really been an amazing student with Gift of Jazz, and I appreciate your continued involvement with the organization. While we wipe down the piano, I'd like to let everybody know that the jazz piano class this last 2 semesters was presented by pianist Tom Amend, one of the great piano players here in Denver, and he'll be presenting the class again next semester, which will be our 3rd and final semester of the school year. It will be starting on April 10th and run through May 29th with a graduation performance shortly thereafter. And he just sent me a little syllabus on what he's going to be covering. It's going to, as always, address questions on piano technique, harmony, and improvisation. But in particular, he's going to focus on the art of playing solo piano through an in-depth study of the great solo pianists, including Art Tatum, Oscar Peterson, Bill Evans, Hank Jones, Kenny Barron, and many others. So if you're out there in the audience and you have an interest in learning about solo piano, both in terms of how to approach it as a pianist and how the greats have approached it in the past, I encourage you to check out the class next semester. There are 8 consecutive Saturdays, and they're presented on Zoom. You can enroll on our website at giftofjazz.org. The 2 compositions that Paula just played, the first one was Whisper Not, a Benny Golson tune, and the second was La Champagne, composed by Michel Petrucciani, two great jazz composers. Our next performance is going to be a segue from the jazz piano class to our jazz composition class, because the composer pianist that you'll be listening to is in both, and Ned is going to be playing some original pieces that he wrote. You wrote them this semester, Ned? These are 2 brand new pieces. I believe you're hearing them for the first time anywhere in public. And Ned is going to play the Grifter's Shuffle and Mellow Fellow. Please welcome Ned Avery. All right. Excellent, Ned. Ned is a mellow fellow, just as that tune is entitled. I think it's self-titled. He's also a very fine trumpet player and conductor, plays and conducts the Thornton Community Band and Rocky Mountain Brassworks, so we're happy to have him involved in the program. You're listening to Andrew Rose on bass, Dru Heller on drums, and the instructor of our improvisation class, Daryl Gott, on the alto saxophone. Daryl did a class this last semester on bebop improvisation. Next semester, the class will focus on modal improvisation. So if you'd like to learn how to blow over modal tunes, please check out that class, once again starting April 10th and available for enrollment on giftofjazz.org. I'm going to turn the program over now to the pianist, educator, composer who held court over our composition class this last semester. He's going to be playing the piano, leading the band as you are introduced to the new compositions that are being debuted tonight by the students in his class this last semester. Please welcome Stu MacAskie.
Thank you, Dave. Good to be here. Good to be playing with my good friends and these fabulous musicians. And I'm very proud to be presenting for the first time the compositions of my students. They've all done very well this semester, and we've got some wonderful, interesting music to present to you. And we're going to get things started with a tune by Greg Dickinson. This is called R.C. Eight bars. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, Greg Dickinson's tune, R.C. We're going to carry on with a tune written by another student named Howard Slavin. This is called Catch My Drift. For you savvy jazz listeners, one of the assignments in the semester was to write a new tune on the chord changes to Herbie Hancock's Driftin'. So this is kind of the second time you've heard this tonight. 1, 2, a 1, 2, and. Howard Slavin's Catch My Drift. Dru Heller with that beautiful drum solo. Daryl Gott on alto saxophone. Next up, a tune by Chun Pan. This is called If I Had the Courage. Vamping? 1, 2, 3, 4. Next up, another tune from Greg Dickinson. This is called Blues a la Charles. I believe he wrote this in honor of the great bass player Charles Mingus. Blues a la Charles. bass on top. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, Greg Dickinson's Blues a la Charles. And that's Andrew Rose playing all that swinging, soulful bass for us. Next up, another tune from Howard Slavin. This is Música Nueva. A 1, 2, 1. Música Nueva. All right. Well, thanks to everybody who's tuning in. We're having a ball performing for you. We don't have that many opportunities to play together these days, and it's great to be here at Mighty Fine Studios with these wonderful technicians. We thank Colin Bricker and Lauren for taking care of business for us, making us sound and look good. We still have a couple tunes for you, 3 more tunes for you this evening. This next tune, another one from Chun Pan. This is called Have You No Regrets. This next tune, we go back to Greg Dickinson, and it's entitled Suspense. And let me just take a moment and thank the students in this semester's class. I had a ball trying to help these guys learn how to write music, which is, I'll tell you what, it's super challenging. Speaking of challenging, I'd like to extend another thank you and congratulations both to Paulo Rodriguez, who played solo piano. Let me tell you, that is a scary business, being out here by yourself, and especially when it's not what you do. I do it all the time, or at least I used to. But for these guys, they're not spending their lives working on piano, so that's a big deal. And Ned Avery came out. Ned's a trumpet player, for heaven's sakes, and he came out here and played piano and sounded really good. So a lot of credit goes to those guys. And again, the guys in the class, thanks for hanging in there. I made them do a lot of hard stuff, and I'm delighted with what they produced. This next tune, again, called Suspense by Greg Dickinson. Vamping? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Greg Dickinson's Suspense.
Excellent. I hope everybody has enjoyed the compositions. We've got one more for you this evening, one more by Howard Slavin. Before we do so, I'd like to thank you all for listening, and a special thanks to our instructors this semester. Daryl Gott on the improv class, Tom Amend on the piano class, and Stu MacAskie on the composition class, who shepherded all the students' compositions that you were enjoying this evening, as played by this great band. Andrew Rose on the bass, Dru Heller on the drums, Daryl Gott on the alto sax, and Stu on the piano. I just got some information about what Stu has in mind for next semester. He's going to be leading a composition class entitled Compositional Calisthenics. It's going to take a traditional approach to composition and look at how to apply this to modern jazz. So if you have one foot in traditional music, one foot in modern jazz, this might be a class that you would enjoy, and stretching out your creative self and writing some new music for us to hear at our next graduation, which will take place the first week of June. I think a special shout out is deserved by all the students who put a great deal of heart and a great deal of work into the semester and took their assignments very seriously and wrote some excellent music. Piano students came up with some terrific performances as well, and I could speak firsthand at how strong the improv class material was. I hope everybody listening considers taking part next semester. Another programming note, we have, in addition to our educational programs, as you probably know, a lot of performance programming that we do. And one of the series that we are very proud of is our Women in Jazz series. We quarterly present a performance honoring a great female musician, and the band that does so is an all-female band. And so we have our next Women in Jazz series coming up, which this coincides with Women's History Month, the month of March. We're very happy to be presenting next Saturday, the 13th of March, a tribute to Regina Carter. And it's going to be presented by great violinist Monique Brooks Roberts and a all-female band with pianist Tania Nelson on piano. So I hope you'll join us for that. It will be streaming live here again from Mighty Fine Productions at 7 o'clock next Saturday evening, the 13th. You'll be able to watch it as you were tonight, either on our YouTube channel page, youtube.com/thegiftofjazz, or on our Facebook page. So please mark that on your calendars, and we hope to see you in the virtual audience next Saturday night. I would also be remiss if I didn't recognize that Gift of Jazz is a nonprofit that is supported by SCFD, which is your tax dollars at work. So thank you much for paying your taxes. It's coming up again this year, and know that at least a little part of that goes to support programming like what you heard tonight and the performance programming that we provide for all ages, including elementary and middle school kids through our Jazz for the Schools program. Thank you for that. In addition, KUVO Radio, Jazz Radio, is a sponsor of Gift of Jazz, and we're very, very appreciative for that relationship. And I know you're all listening to KUVO when you're not listening to our Gift of Jazz performances. And finally, CCI, Colorado Creative Industries, which is a state-run organization of businesses that feel it's important to support the arts, and they contribute to the educational programming that we offer as well. And a final thanks to Colin and the folks here at Mighty Fine Productions who do an amazing job. This has been an incredible year. This COVID year, we've learned an awful lot, and we would not have been able to get through it without their support and their very, very fine production work. So thank you to you guys. That's it for me. I'm David signing off with Gift of Jazz, but there's one more piece to come. So please enjoy. And thanks to you all once again for listening and spending some time with us this evening. Have a good evening.
Thanks so much, David. A big thank you to David Froman and Nick Colleen and the board of directors at Gift of Jazz. It's a fine organization, and we're fortunate to have this opportunity, both the students and the teachers. So Thank you, Gift of Jazz. One more tune for you, again from Howard Slavin. This is The Gospel According to Boom Shakalaka. Howard gets the blue ribbon for coolest title of the semester. This is The Gospel According to Boom Shakalaka. Thank you all. Good night.